Hey, it's Elizabeth Kreft. I'm here in Austin, Texas, well, the suburbs of Austin, and we're introducing the 2013 Dodge Dart. It's the very first look at this car, and we had a chance to talk to some Dodge executives on the press tour. We're gonna have a full review for you in a month, but this is the very first look. First thing you'll notice when you get in the car is this huge multi-screen display. Very easy to use, very responsive. Hooked up my iPod and right away my podcast popped up and we were able to punch and control it with ease. You also have this TFT up front, makes the gauge cluster very easy to understand. Lots of information right at your fingertips. And that also allows for kind of a minimalistic look on some of these bottom control spaces. So it's a good combination of both. As far as touch and feel goes, the steering wheel and the gear shifter are substantial, but still pretty lightweight. And you know, Dodge did a really good job with their nice soft dash, but it's such a stark contrast between the upper console and the lower. So much so that it actually makes the lower console stand out a little bit more. I just wish they would have used a little more of that soft material down lower to kind of blend the interior, the look a little bit better. So we're about 30 miles outside of Austin right now, and we're on some really twisty, turny roads. Car is handling great. Everything, the shifting is really smooth, easy. The brakes are very firm. Four-wheel disc brakes come standard. And so far, it's a pretty smooth ride. The Dart doesn't feel like a compact car when you're driving it. It's got a long wheelbase, wide track, so it's got that firm grip on the road, firm stance. And also, the acoustics and the vibrations, very dampened. I like it. It makes for a smooth ride overall. The Dart gets very good gas mileage. This version gets 27 miles per gallon in the city, 39 on the highway. And if you get a different engine transmission combination, you can actually get up to 41 miles per gallon. Dodge offers 5 different trim levels for the Dart. Today, we're driving the Limited. Base price for the Limited is $19,995, but as we're testing it today, it's just over $26. Now that comes with a 1.4 liter turbo engine, 160 horsepower, and 184 pound-feet of torque. And we're driving the 6-speed transmission. Now you can get a Dart for base price of just over $16,000. So you can really customize this car almost any way you want. You can have it on the low end, or you can go sophisticated and get a lot of the bells and whistles. In fact, Dodge has over 100,000 ways you can customize this car. That's something they're touting as a big deal. We're here with Richard Cox, and I want to ask you a couple questions. Specifically, okay, the Dart has been an important name for the Dodge brand. I want to ask you about that and talk to me about the customization features here.
Certainly. So, I mean, Dart has certainly been an important name for the Dodge history. It's known for some of the drag racing in the past. It's innovation. We sold over 3.6 million of those between 1960 and 1976. Certainly well renowned for the customization, the overall style, and reliability of that vehicle. We're bringing that back with the new Dodge Dart. And then in terms of customization, we've got over 100,000 different ways you can personalize and configure the new Dodge Dart.
An endless number of options.
Yes.
Now, on that customization note, there is an option, engine transmission option, where you can get up to 41 miles per gallon. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and you know what makes it really impressive is that it's still a tremendously fun to drive powertrain as well. So you've got 3 different engines to choose from. Starts with a 2.0 Tiger Shark, 160 horsepower. That's best in class horsepower and torque for the class. You can get that with a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic. Then one of the other options on the RT is a 2.4 liter multi-air Tiger Shark with 184 horsepower. And then the one that gets up to 41 miles per gallon is a 1.4 liter multi-air intercooled turbo, 160 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. So a lot of fun to drive and yet extremely fuel efficient as well.
Richard.
Yes.
What is your daily driver right now?
It is a Dodge Durango RT 2012.
Okay. So what if you're actually going to take a girl on a date? Do you have another car for that?
Oh yes. I've got my Dodge SRT for 2004. It's only got about 5,000 miles on it. First vehicle purchased or sold in the Canadian marketplace. I brought it in and it's got 260 horsepower, stage 2 kit, lowered, modified, beautiful car.
The Canadian girls like those SRTs?
Of course they do. Who doesn't like SRTs?
Joe, thanks for your time today. I want to talk about 2 things, the race car taillights and the flying buttresses.
Well, the flying buttress on our 2013 Dodge Dart here was inspired by the 2nd generation Dodge Charger. That was a car that really, where that design cue came into fashion and we've been using it ever since. It's really a successful design cue, I'd like to say. Second is the racetrack lighting, which is something that was kind of more of a modern design cue, if you will, because we borrowed that from our current generation Dodge Charger. So as we were developing this car, we kind of thought, wow, that'd be really cool if we get this nice blend of old and new, and also make a play on something that's been received rather favorably in the marketplace. And in a nighttime appearance, it's unmistakable that it's a Dodge.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. So, need to know this. What is your daily driver?
My daily driver is a Dodge Charger SRT8. So not only do I, get to play in the Dodge world, I get to live it, breathe it, drink it 24/7.
The compact sedan market is incredibly competitive. The 2013 Dodge Dart brings some new things to the table. 100,000 different ways to customize it, a smooth ride, longer, wider wheelbase. You got a lot to check out in this new car. We gave you the first look here. We'll give you the full review in about a month. I'm Elizabeth Kreft. Thanks for watching. So what do you think of the Dodge Dart? There's actually a lot of room inside. I think they got like an extra inch or two, long and width, so you might fit, even with your feathers. I like your braids too. Let's go check it out.